is, as I said, 70% Republican. It's mostly a rural district. It includes Warren County, where Front Royal is. It includes Page County, which is Luray. It includes Shenandoah County, where my husband Andy Schmuckler and I live, which is Woodstock, and Strasburg. Rappahannock County, which is extremely rural, and the city of Harrisonburg, and most of Rockingham County.
Are the Democrats more around Harrisonburg?
Yes, Harrisonburg is the Democratic stronghold in the district, and that's where we're focusing a lot of our field campaign this fall. James Madison University is there, and they've got a lot of Democratic electeds, and it's a very liberal town. And it's also Mark Obenshain's hometown, but he didn't carry it when he ran for general.
Yeah, they knew him.
I was just going to say, April, are there other issues that the conservatives are interested in, that you can use this this argument, of the golden rule, and do unto others and concern for other people, to talk to them, such as health, such as education? I'm not sure where we can go with guns, but stick with something that. What are the issues that they care about that you think that this would appeal to? And I would think that, healthcare, education, and something like that.
Well, I certainly think education, as you heard from Barbara, he got a terrible rating from VEA, and Medicaid. I mean, Medicaid expansion. Mark Obenshain helped block it, and for no good reason. I mean, it's good for our economy. It's good in every way except to stick it to the president. And there are more than 10,000 people in my district who would benefit from the expansion, but Mark Obenshain was willing to sacrifice their well-being to get this. So Medicaid expansion, I think, is important here too.
Never each of them they want out to move.
Yeah.
Great.
On Medicaid, never forget to remind them it's our money.
Exactly. Yes. We're sending money out of state.
Yes.
We might as well get something for it. Yes. Good point.
April, how can we, since we don't go there, how can we best help you?
Thank you.
That was going to be my wrap-up comment.
Mark Obenshain has all the money he wants from the Koch brothers. I don't, and I'm not. So I need money. It takes a lot of money to run for office, as everybody in this room, especially the elected people, know well. So if you can write a check for me, if you can write a generous check, I'd be grateful. And you will know that in my campaign, I am using funds wisely and conservatively. I've got a lot of great volunteers on my campaign who are fulfilling roles that are paid roles in many campaigns, because we're trying to save our money for the outreach in the fall, radio ads, TV ads, more outreach. So if you can help my campaign financially, I would appreciate it very much. And if you happen to spend time in this district or have reason to be out there, we could certainly welcome your help. If you want to volunteer to go door to door one day, I'm looking forward to it.
I was going to say, you might also, are you interested in if we have friends in Harrisonburg?
Exactly,
would
yes.
you want meet and greets?
Yes, and if you have friends, colleagues, relatives in my district, please put me in touch with them, put them in touch with me. And if any of you would also like to do any fundraisers, either here or anywhere else, great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hannah.
Anyone else?
I think the other thing, April, would be to talk this up with others. April and I know each other from climate change, and when I heard about her candidacy and made a modest contribution and talked to her about it and saw this connection with Mark Obenshain, I thought it's really a race that should be of interest to people across the state. And I think it's difficult if you're a small, poorly funded campaign to get that word out. But people in this room are extremely well connected, and I would encourage you to talk it up and to make your progressive friends aware of this race and the wide implications of this race, and get them to know April more.
I appreciate that, Lawrence, and I agree. I mean, I think this is about, even though I'm running in a pretty rural district, it's really more about who's going to occupy one of those 40 state Senate seats in Richmond. It's really about, is Mark Obenshain going to be our next governor, and how can we prevent that?
And if you pulled off an upset, we'd take back the Senate. So.
Yes.
When we close up, we'll ask the electeds to come up and take photos, and if any of you are on Facebook and Twitter and such and want to, spread the word that way, because you may have friends that you don't even know who are in that district, and spread the word by social media as much as possible. Let me just double down on the money comment. Again, we've got electeds in the room, and so many of you have been involved for so long. You know that walk cards, the literature, mailings, are not free, and I'm sure you're gonna have a
Yes.
mail campaign when it comes pretty close to election day to get out the vote. Lots of literature, lots of, just lots of expenditures. So if you have a $20 bill you want to pop in an envelope on your way out, anything would be helpful. I always want to emphasize, when you come to my house, this is a meet and greet. We don't expect everyone to donate, but you do know that it's a great way to contribute, and we of course